Days passed calmly on Alicia, bringing peace and rest to Alex and Alira. The community continued celebrating their successful efforts, strengthening ties and building stronger defenses. Alex and Alira took time to rest, enjoying moments of quiet, reflection, and shared conversations. One afternoon, while exploring the peaceful gardens together, Alex felt a sudden sense of unease. His empathic abilities alerted him to distress nearby. Alira sensed it too, quickly turning toward him with concern. "Something's wrong," Alex said softly, urgency in his voice. They hurried toward the source of the disturbance, reaching the central plaza quickly. There, a messenger from another community stood breathless, urgently seeking help. He explained that a nearby outpost faced a serious threat from the hostile faction. Now stronger and more aggressive. Without hesitation, Alex volunteered to help, Alira immediately by his side. Preparations began quickly, the community rallying to support them. Soon they boarded a ship, determined to protect the vulnerable outpost. As they traveled, Alex focused deeply, preparing himself for the challenges ahead. Alira's calm presence soothed his nerves, offering reassurance and confidence. Together, they felt strong and ready to face whatever awaited them. Arriving at the threatened outpost, they saw signs of recent damage and distress. Survivors greeted them anxiously, grateful for their arrival. Alex immediately set to work, tending to injuries while Alira comforted and reassured the frightened. "We're here now," Alira whispered gently, holding the hand of a frightened child. "You're safe." Alex's empathic abilities guided him efficiently, helping him quickly identify and heal the most critical injuries. As they worked tirelessly, they felt deeply connected, each moment reinforcing their bond. However, their relief was short-lived. A sudden alarm sounded through the outpost, signaling an approaching hostile fleet. Urgency filled the air as preparations for defense began quickly. Alex and Alira joined the defensive efforts, helping organize protective measures and offering emotional support. As the hostile fleet approached, tension mounted, yet determination remained strong. Battle began fiercely, attacks shaking the outpost violently. Alex and Alira worked together, shielding survivors and supporting defenders emotionally. Alira used her empathic abilities to keep everyone calm, while Alex continued his medical duties, moving swiftly among the wounded. Amid the chaos, a sudden explosion knocked Alex off his feet. He hit the ground hard, momentarily stunned. Alira rushed to his side, her eyes filled with worry. "Alex, are you hurt?" she asked urgently, her voice trembling slightly. "I'm okay," Alex assured her quickly, rising slowly to his feet. "We need to keep helping." Despite the danger, they continued working, courage driving them forward. Their efforts boosted morale, inspiring defenders to keep fighting. Slowly, the hostile attackers began retreating, overwhelmed by the unexpected. Resilience of the community. As calm returned, survivors gathered, deeply grateful for the courage and compassion of Alex and Alira. Though exhausted, Alex felt proud of their successful defense. During the aftermath, Alex treated injuries while Alira comforted those affected emotionally. Their presence provided much-needed hope, reinforcing unity and strength among survivors. Later, as night fell peacefully, Alex and Alira sat quietly together, reflecting on the intense day. The gentle glow of distant stars offered comfort amidst their exhaustion. "You were incredible today," Alira said softly, eyes shining with admiration. "So were you," Alex replied gently. "Your strength kept everyone going." Alira smiled warmly, resting her head gently on his shoulder. "Together, we can face anything." Alex felt warmth and certainty fill his heart, grateful beyond words for her presence beside him. Their bond, forged through shared dangers and victories, felt stronger than ever. In the days following the battle, they helped rebuild the outpost, strengthening defenses and offering continued support. Survivors expressed their gratitude openly. Inspired by the bravery and compassion Alex and Alira demonstrated. Once the outpost stabilized, they prepared to return to Alicia. The community bid them farewell warmly, deeply appreciative of their invaluable assistance. On the journey home, Alex and Alira shared quiet moments, reflecting on their experiences. They spoke of the future, hopeful yet aware of challenges ahead. Our journey never seems to end, Alira said thoughtfully, eyes reflecting the starlight outside. Alex smiled gently, squeezing her hand softly. As long as we're together. That's okay. I'm ready for whatever comes next. Arriving back on Alicia, they were welcomed warmly, their successful mission celebrated by the entire community. Alex felt humbled by the continued gratitude, deeply touched by their support. The celebrations, Elder Myra approached Alex and Alira quietly. Your actions inspire us all, she said gently. You reminded us of our strength and unity. We owe you a great debt. Alex shook his head modestly. We're stronger together, he replied sincerely. It's unity and compassion that will protect us. Elder Myra nodded thoughtfully. Your wisdom is beyond your years, Alex. We're honored to have you among us. Alex felt deeply moved, grateful for her kind words. Alira stood close, her presence steady and comforting. Later, as the celebrations quieted, Alex and Alira walked peacefully through Alicia's tranquil gardens. The calm evening air felt comforting, offering a moment of peace after the chaos they had endured. This place is special, Alex said softly, looking around appreciatively. I've never felt more at home anywhere else. Alira smiled warmly, her eyes gentle. It's special because you're here, Alex. You've brought courage and compassion that have touched everyone deeply. They stood quietly, enjoying the peace and beauty surrounding them. In that gentle moment, they felt the full depth of their connection, a bond shaped through shared hardships and victories. As they gazed upward into the star-filled sky, Alex felt a profound sense of peace and fulfillment. Challenges awaited, but with Alira by his side, he felt confident and prepared to face them together, their shared strength forever guiding their way. Alex and Alira settled into a steady routine at the outpost. With the preparations complete, the community felt safer and more united. Alex continued to practice his newfound abilities, becoming more skilled each day. Alira remained his constant guide, her patient teaching helping him understand the depth of their emotional bond. One quiet afternoon, a small ship arrived unexpectedly at the outpost. Wary at first, Alex and Alira met the newcomers cautiously. To their relief, the visitors turned out to be messengers from Alira's home planet, Alicia. They brought news that Alira's people had heard of the dangers and wished to strengthen ties with nearby communities for mutual protection. Alira was visibly moved by the message. This is exactly what we need, she said quietly to Alex, her eyes bright with hope. It could bring lasting peace and safety. Alex nodded, feeling encouraged. We should go to Alicia, he suggested gently. It's time I saw your home and learned more about your people. Alira's eyes widened with joy. I would love that, Alex. My home will welcome you warmly. Plans quickly fell into place. The community leaders agreed enthusiastically, grateful for the chance to form stronger alliances. Within days, Alex and Alira boarded the messenger ship, embarking on their journey to Alicia. The voyage was peaceful, providing them time to reflect and prepare. Alira shared more about Alicia, describing its beauty, tranquility, and the harmony of her people. Alex listened carefully, eager to experience the peaceful world firsthand. Finally, the planet appeared in view, breathtakingly beautiful from space. Lush green continents, vast blue oceans, and swirling white clouds covered its surface. Alex felt awe and anticipation as they approached. The ship landed gently, and Alex stepped out onto Elysian soil for the first time. The air was fresh, fragrant with blossoms, and filled with warmth. Alira's family awaited them, their expressions joyful as they embraced Alira and warmly greeted Alex. Alira's parents, calm and dignified, welcomed Alex graciously. Thank you for protecting our daughter, Alira's mother, Talia, said softly, her eyes filled with gratitude. You have shown great kindness and courage. Alex smiled warmly. Alira has given me just as much, he replied sincerely. It's an honor to be here. Talia led them to their home, a beautiful dwelling set amidst lush gardens and gentle streams. Alex felt a sense of peace, unlike anything he had experienced before. Every corner of Alicia seemed designed to encourage tranquility and connection. In the following days, Alex explored the community, learning deeply about Elysian ways. He observed their daily practices of meditation, empathy, and harmonious living. Their gentle lifestyle touched him profoundly, reinforcing his commitment to their shared values. Aliria guided him through the landscapes of her childhood, sharing memories and stories that strengthened their bond further. Each day brought new understanding and deeper trust. One evening, the community gathered under a great tree, its branches stretching widely overhead, glowing softly in the twilight. Elders and families sat together, sharing stories and laughter. Alex felt a deep sense of belonging among them. Elder Mira arrived, having traveled from the outpost bringing important news. The hostile faction had launched attacks on multiple communities, causing serious concern throughout the region. Urgent action was needed. Aliria single quotes as people quickly mobilized, committed to unity and peace. Alex volunteered immediately, his determination clear. Alira stood firmly beside him, unwavering in her support. "We must help those in danger," Alex urged gently. "Our strength is in our unity and compassion." The community agreed, inspired by his words. Preparations began swiftly, with groups forming to assist affected areas and strengthen defenses region-wide. Alex and Alira joined one such group, committed to protecting the vulnerable. They traveled together, helping rebuild damaged outposts and comforting survivors. Alex's medical skills, combined with his empathic abilities, made him invaluable. Alira remained his steadfast companion, her calming presence aiding those affected by fear and loss. Their work brought hope and healing wherever they went. Survivors praised their courage and kindness, deeply grateful for their support. Alex felt humbled and proud, knowing he made a genuine difference. One evening, while resting after a long day, Alira turned to Alex thoughtfully. "You have changed many lives," she whispered gently. "Your compassion reaches far beyond your healing hands." Alex smiled softly, deeply touched. "You taught me how important compassion truly is, Alira. You inspire me every day." Alira leaned gently against him, the quiet moment filled with warmth and comfort. "Together, we can do anything," she whispered softly, eyes shining with trust. As they continued their journey, Alex felt more confident and determined than ever. Their bond grew stronger each day, deepened by shared experiences and challenges. Finally, after weeks of tireless work, they returned to Alicia, their mission successful. The community welcomed them warmly, deeply grateful for their efforts. Celebrations were held, honoring Alex and Alira for their bravery and dedication. During the celebration, Alira's parents approached Alex quietly, their expressions filled with pride and warmth. "You have brought honor and hope to our people." Alira's father, Variz, said softly, "We are forever grateful." Alex felt deeply moved, humbled by their words. "Thank you," he replied sincerely. "Your daughter changed my life, and your community has taught me true compassion." Alira smiled warmly, standing close by his side. "Our journey is just beginning," she said gently. "There is still much we can do together." Alex nodded, feeling hopeful about the future. Surrounded by warmth and kindness, he knew he had found something precious: purpose, community, and a profound connection he never expected. Under the soft starlight of Alicia, Alex felt peace and happiness, certain that whatever came next, he and Alira would face it together, united by trust, compassion, and the deep bond forged through trials and triumphs. The morning of the ceremony arrived quietly, sunlight filtering softly through the outpost windows. Alex felt nervous but also deeply honored. Alira waited patiently beside him, her calm presence reassuring as always. The room they entered was simple but elegant, decorated with soft lights and peaceful colors. Several of Alira's people stood quietly, their expressions kind and welcoming. At the center stood the eldest of the group, Elder Mira, a wise figure with gentle eyes. Elder Mira stepped forward, smiling warmly at Alex. Alex, you have shown great courage and compassion, she began softly. Today we offer you a rare gift, a piece of our heart and strength. Accept this with pride and humility. Alex nodded respectfully. Thank you. I promise to honor your gift always. Myra placed her hand gently on Alex's forehead, whispering words in a language he didn't understand. He closed his eyes, feeling warmth flow from her touch, spreading gently through his body. A soft glow enveloped him, peaceful and comforting. Alex opened his eyes. He felt change, more aware of the emotions around him. He sensed clearly the warmth, gratitude, and acceptance from Alira's people. Alira smiled at him proudly, her eyes shining. Welcome, Alex, Elder Mira said gently. You are now forever one of us. After the ceremony, Alex and Alira spent quiet moments together, exploring his new empathic senses. She guided him patiently, teaching him how to manage and understand these new abilities. Their bond deepened further as they shared emotions openly, creating a powerful connection between them. Days passed peacefully on the outpost. Alex learned about Alira's people, their gentle ways, and their deep respect for life. He found himself increasingly comfortable and content, grateful for the serenity they offered. One afternoon, a sudden message disturbed the calm atmosphere. Alex hurried with Alira to the communication room, where Elder Mira stood gravely awaiting them. She explained that a distress call had been received from another nearby outpost, urgently requesting medical help and protection. Alex quickly volunteered, knowing his medical skills and new abilities could be vital. Alira insisted on joining him, determined to support and protect him. Elder Mira agreed, trusting their combined strength and courage. They quickly prepared and departed, traveling swiftly toward the source of the distress call. Tension filled the shuttle, but their shared determination provided strength and comfort. Alex felt Alira's steady support, grounding him as they approached their destination. Arriving at the distress outpost, they saw clear signs of recent attack. Alex felt deep sorrow as they entered cautiously. Injured and frightened aliens awaited their help, clearly relieved to see assistance arrive. Alex immediately began treating the wounded, his empathic abilities guiding him effectively. Alira remained by his side, calming and reassuring the injured with her gentle presence. Together, they worked tirelessly, restoring health and hope to the frightened survivors. As Alex moved through the injured, he sensed deep gratitude and relief from everyone he helped. The emotions were overwhelming but comforting, reinforcing his decision to embrace this new path. While treating a severely injured young alien named Kiran, Alex sensed immense fear and sadness from the child. He spoke softly, soothingly, calming Kiran's fears as Alira gently held the child's hand. Gradually, Kiran's breathing steadied and his panic subsided. Thank you, Kiran whispered weakly, eyes filled with trust. Alex smiled gently, deeply touched. You're safe now. We'll protect you. Once everyone was stabilized, Alex and Alira met briefly with the outpost leaders. They learned the attack was unexpected, carried out by a hostile faction known for violence and cruelty. Alex knew their peaceful ways wouldn't protect them indefinitely. Action had to be taken. We need to warn others and prepare, Alex urged, quietly but firmly. Alira nodded agreement, her expression determined. The leaders gratefully accepted their advice, promising to alert neighboring communities and strengthen defenses. Alex and Alira stayed briefly, ensuring everyone was stable before departing again. Committed to spreading awareness and protection. During their journey back, Alira sat quietly, deep in thought. This threat concerns me greatly, she said softly. Turning to Alex, me too, Alex admitted. But together, we can make a difference. We've already proven that. Alira smiled softly, her eyes warm and trusting. With you by my side, I believe anything is possible. As they traveled onward, they continued sharing their experiences and hopes for the future. Alex felt stronger and more confident than ever, grateful to have Alira beside him. Arriving home, they immediately informed Elder Mira of the situation. The community quickly mobilized, reaching out to nearby groups and establishing stronger defenses. Alex contributed eagerly, using his medical knowledge and empathic skills to assist preparations. One evening, as the community gathered under the starlit sky, Elder Mira addressed them warmly. "We face uncertain times," she began gently. "But together, guided by compassion and strength, we will endure and thrive. Thanks to Alex and Alira, we are better prepared and united." The crowd murmured agreement, smiling warmly at Alex and Alira. Alex felt deeply moved by their support, and trust out later. As they walked quietly together beneath the peaceful stars, Alira gently took Alex's hand. Her eyes shone brightly with emotion. "Alex, your bravery and compassion continue to amaze me," she said softly. "You've truly become part of us." Alex squeezed her hand gently, warmth filling his heart. "It's because of you, Alira. Your kindness inspired me from the start." They stood quietly together, feeling deeply connected and hopeful. Challenges remained, but their bond provided courage and strength. As they gazed into the endless night sky, both knew their journey was far from over, yet filled with purpose and promise. Alex and Alira traveled quietly through space, careful to avoid detection by patrol ships. Their shuttle drifted through uncharted sectors, taking routes that few would ever risk. Each day brought them closer together, their friendship now a steady source of strength and comfort. Ailey Race spent time teaching Alex more about her people and their unique abilities. Under her guidance, Alex discovered he had a natural talent for empathy, a skill that surprised them both. With practice, he began sensing Alira's emotions clearly, deepening their connection further. One day, their peaceful journey suddenly turned dangerous. Alarms sounded urgently through the shuttle, warning them of an approaching unknown vessel. Alex rushed to the controls, his heart racing. A large ship appeared on the monitor, its design unfamiliar but clearly threatening. "What is it?" Alira asked, moving quickly beside him. "I'm not sure," Alex replied tensely, guiding the shuttle away from the approaching vessel. "But we need to get away fast." He navigated skillfully through a nearby asteroid field, trying desperately to lose their pursuers. The larger ship fired warning shots, narrowly missing their shuttle. The shuttle shook violently, tossing Alex and Alira about. "Hold tight!" Alex shouted, gripping the controls firmly. Ailey Ray stayed close, her hand gripping his shoulder, sending calming emotions that helped steady his nerves. They twisted and turned, dodging asteroids as the larger ship pursued them relentlessly. Just as it seemed they had no escape, Alira closed her eyes and concentrated deeply. A gentle glow surrounded her body, filling the cabin with soft light. Suddenly, the pursuing ship hesitated, its sensors confused and blinded by an unknown interference. "What did you do?" Alex asked in amazement, glancing at Alira. "I disrupted their sensors," she replied weakly, opening her eyes slowly. "But I can't hold it long. We must move quickly." Alex seized the opportunity and guided the shuttle swiftly out of the asteroid field. He steered them into a dense nebula, hoping its clouds would hide them effectively. Slowly, the pursuing vessel faded from view. Lost in the confusion, Alira created dot inside the nebula. Their shuttle drifted safely, hidden from detection. Alex breathed a heavy sigh of relief, checking the monitors carefully. "I think we're safe for now," he whispered softly. Ailey Ray slumped gently into her seat, looking tired but satisfied. "I'm glad I could help," she said quietly. A small smile on her lips. Alex moved close, concern clear in his expression. "Are you okay? That looked exhausting." She nodded weakly, her eyes reassuring. "It takes energy, but I'll be fine. Thank you for guiding us safely." Alex gently placed a hand on hers, feeling warmth flow between them. "We make a good team," he said softly, smiling warmly. They remained hidden within the nebula, using the quiet time to recover and repair any damage from their narrow escape. As they worked together, they continued sharing stories and learning more about each other's lives and dreams. Alira told Alex about her childhood, filled with gentle guidance and lessons about compassion from her parents. Alex shared simple memories from Earth, his voice filled with nostalgia. One evening, Alira sat quietly beside Alex, gazing thoughtfully out into the nebula's swirling colors. "Alex, do you ever regret helping me?" she asked softly. Alex looked at her gently, his eyes sincere. "Never. Meeting you has changed my life for the better. You've shown me things I never thought possible." Alira smiled warmly, her expression grateful. "I feel the same. Your kindness and bravery have deeply touched my heart." In the peaceful silence that followed, they knew their bond had grown stronger through shared danger and mutual trust. Though their future remained uncertain, their determination to face it together never wavered. Finally, they emerged cautiously from the nebula, ready to continue their journey. Alira suggested they head toward a small outpost her people had established long ago. She hoped they would find safety and support there. As they traveled, Alex continued practicing his newfound empathic skills. Guided patiently by Alira, he soon discovered he could sense emotions from others, even at a distance, providing valuable information about potential dangers or allies. Approaching the outpost, they prepared cautiously. Alira's people greeted them warmly, recognizing her immediately and welcoming Alex as a friend. Relieved, Alex felt the burden of constant worry lift slightly as they stepped into a safe environment. Alira's people were curious but respectful, fascinated by Alex's humanity and impressed by his compassionate actions. As they spent time among them, Alex learned more deeply about their peaceful ways and intricate emotional bonds. One evening, Alira and Alex walked quietly together beneath a starlit sky on the outpost's peaceful grounds. Alira stopped suddenly, turning toward Alex, her eyes serious and sincere. "Alex, my people wish to honor you," she said softly. "They want to give you a gift to show our gratitude." Alex was surprised, shaking his head modestly. "I don't need a reward, Alira. Helping you was the right thing to do." She smiled warmly, placing a gentle hand on his shoulder. "I know, but this gift is special. It's something we rarely share with outsiders. It will help you protect others and bring you closer to understanding my people." Alex listened carefully, curiosity filling him. "What is this gift?" he asked gently. "Part of our abilities," Alira explained softly. "A small portion of empathic and healing power. If you accept, you'll carry it with you always." Alex considered the offer seriously. He understood the significance of such a gift and the trust behind it. Finally, he nodded slowly, feeling honored and humbled. "I accept," he said clearly, sincerity in his voice. "Thank you, Alira." Alira's eyes filled with warmth and pride. "Tomorrow, you will receive the gift formally. It will strengthen our connection and mark you as an ally forever." As they walked quietly back toward their quarters, Alex felt a deep sense of fulfillment and excitement. His life had taken an unexpected turn, filled with challenges and risks, yet he felt genuinely happy. With Alira at his side, he knew they would face whatever came their way together, forever bound by compassion, trust, and the profound gift soon to be shared. Days turned into weeks on the small, isolated outpost. Alira slowly regained her strength, and Alex continued to care for her carefully. The secrecy became more challenging as Alira grew healthier, moving around more frequently in the confined quarters. One afternoon, while Alex prepared a meal, Alira sat quietly watching him. Curiosity filled her eyes as he worked. "What are you making?" she asked softly, leaning forward slightly. Alex smiled and glanced back at her. "It's a simple dish from Earth, pasta. It's easy and filling. I hope you'll like it." Alira tilted her head slightly, observing the strange food with interest. "Your world sounds fascinating," she said. "You speak often of home. Do you miss it? Alex paused, considering her question. Sometimes, yes, he admitted. But being out, here, helping others like you, makes the distance easier to bear. Alira's expression softened, her eyes gentle and thoughtful. Your compassion is unlike anything I've encountered before. Among my people, we value empathy deeply. You remind me of home. Alex felt touched by her words. What is your home like, Alira? He asked gently, stirring the food slowly. Alira took a slow breath, her eyes distant as memories filled her mind. My planet is called Elysia. It's a beautiful place, peaceful and filled with lush forests and vast oceans. We live in harmony with nature, and our abilities allow us to heal and feel deeply connected to one another. Intrigued, Alex turned fully toward her. Abilities? What kind of abilities do you have? Alira hesitated slightly before answering. We can sense emotions, heal wounds, and even share thoughts when deeply connected. These gifts make our society closely bonded. That's incredible, Alex whispered, genuinely amazed. Can you sense my feelings now? Alira smiled softly, nodding. Yes, your emotions are clear and honest. I feel your kindness, worry, and curiosity. It's comforting. Alex flushed slightly, feeling suddenly vulnerable. That's a bit embarrassing, he joked gently. But thank you? Alira laughed softly, a melodic sound that warmed Alex's heart. Your honesty makes you special, Alex. Don't ever lose that. As days passed, Alira began to move more freely around the outpost, staying hidden whenever others visited. Her healing accelerated remarkably, her wounds now barely noticeable. Alex marveled at her swift recovery, grateful yet worried about their growing attachment. One day, as they sat quietly together, an urgent message flashed across the outpost communication system. Authorities had detected the escape pod's presence and were preparing to investigate. Panic surged through Alex as he quickly read the alert. They're coming, he said, turning quickly toward Alira. We need to leave now. Alira stood calmly, her eyes filled with determination. I trust you, Alex. We will leave together. Without hesitation, Alex packed essential supplies, his heart racing. They moved swiftly, heading toward the emergency escape shuttle. Alex had never planned to abandon his post, but protecting Alira mattered more than anything else. Boarding the shuttle, Alex initiated the launch sequence, his hands trembling slightly. The shuttle detached from the outpost smoothly, drifting into open space. They watched the station grow smaller through the viewport, uncertainty heavy between them. What will we do now? Alira asked softly, turning toward Alex. We'll find somewhere safe, he assured her. Somewhere they won't find us. Alira reached out gently, placing a hand softly on his arm. Thank you for risking everything for me. Alex smiled gently, warmth filling him. You're worth the risk, Alira. In the silence of space, they navigated carefully toward an uncharted region, relying on each other entirely. Alira's skills helped them avoid detection, while Alex's knowledge guided them safely through unfamiliar territories. As days drifted by, their bond deepened, strengthened by mutual trust and respect. Alira taught Alex about her world, sharing more about her people's abilities and peaceful ways. Alex listened carefully, fascinated by her culture, and wishing deeply for a chance to see Ely SS IA. One evening, as they rested together, Alira took Alex's hand gently. Her eyes shone brightly in the dim shuttle interior, filled with gratitude and warmth. Alex, she said softly, you saved my life, but you've given me something more valuable, hope and trust. I want you to understand how much this means to me. Alex squeezed her hand gently, feeling deeply moved. You've given me something important too, he replied softly. A purpose and friendship I never imagined. Alira smiled gently, her eyes shimmering with emotion. When we reach safety, I want you to visit my home, to see Elysia. You deserve to experience the peace you've brought me. Alex felt a warmth spread through him at the thought. I'd like that. he whispered sincerely. "I'd like that very much." In that quiet moment, lost among the stars, they knew their paths had forever changed, intertwined by fate and compassion. They still faced challenges ahead, but together, they felt stronger and hopeful. With Alira beside him, Alex knew they would face whatever awaited them, bound by trust and the growing bond that neither had expected but both had come to treasure deeply. Alex Carter checked his supplies once more. He was a human medic working on a small space outpost far from Earth. The outpost floated quietly on the edge of known space, observing and reporting battles between alien groups. His job was clear: care for injured humans and stay neutral. But Alex always found it hard to ignore suffering. No matter who was hurt. One quiet night, the station's sensors suddenly lit up, warning of a nearby conflict. Through the viewport, Alex saw bright lights flashing in space, signs of a fierce battle. He watched helplessly as ships clashed violently, pieces scattering in all directions. The station was safe, but Alex felt uneasy. Battles always brought casualties, and he wished there was something he could do. Hours later, the battle ended, leaving only wreckage behind. Alex sighed, relieved but troubled. He prepared himself for another quiet shift when suddenly the station scanners detected life signs drifting closer. Curious, he checked the monitors and saw a small damaged escape pod floating near. Quickly, Alex made his decision. He couldn't ignore someone who needed help, even if they weren't human. Alex hurried to the airlock, pulling on his protective gear. He guided the pod gently into the station, sealing the hatch securely. Cautiously, he approached the damaged pod. It hissed open, revealing an alien figure inside. Alex paused, studying the creature carefully. She was tall, slender, with pale blue skin and delicate features. Despite her injuries, she appeared graceful and serene. He noticed deep wounds across her body, the blue blood staining her clothes. And pooling beneath her, Alex acted quickly, gently lifting her onto a stretcher and moving her to the medical bay. There, he began cleaning and treating her wounds. His hands worked carefully, stitching injuries and applying medication designed for humans, hoping they would help her too. As he treated her, Alex wondered who she was and why she had been in such a violent battle. Questions filled his mind, but he focused on keeping her alive first. Hours passed, and the alien slowly stabilized. Her breathing grew steady, and the color returned slightly to her pale cheeks. Finally, exhausted, Alex sat down beside her bed. He knew the risks. Helping an alien without permission could get him into serious trouble. But something told him this was the right thing to do. Watching her rest, he hoped she survived long enough to answer some of his questions. When Alex woke up, he realized he had dozed off beside her bed. The alien was awake, her deep eyes watching him silently. Startled, Alex straightened quickly. She didn't seem scared, only curious and calm. "Can you understand me?" Alex asked softly, unsure if his words meant anything to her. She blinked slowly, then nodded slightly. "Yes," she whispered, her voice soft and gentle. "I understand. Thank you for helping me." Alex felt relief wash over him. "I'm Alex. I'm a medic. Who are you?" "Alira," she replied faintly. "My name is Alira. You saved me." Alex smiled warmly. "I'm glad you're okay. Your injuries were severe. Can you tell me what happened?" Alira hesitated, her expression filled with sadness. "My people were attacked suddenly. Our ships tried to escape, but many didn't make it. I barely got to my escape pod in time." Alex listened quietly, understanding the pain in her voice. He wished he could do more, but all he had to offer was comfort and care. "You're safe here now," he assured her gently. "No one will harm you." Alira studied him carefully, her eyes searching his face. "Why did you save me? Humans rarely help outsiders." Alex shrugged slightly. "I couldn't ignore someone who needed help. Everyone deserves a chance to survive." Alira seemed touched by his simple honesty. "Your kindness is rare, Alex." Among my people, kindness is valued greatly. He nodded softly, feeling warmth inside. At her words, rest now, Alira. You need time to recover. She closed her eyes slowly, drifting back to sleep. Alex stood quietly beside her, deep in thought. He knew keeping Alira hidden wouldn't be easy. He would need to be careful, keeping her safe until she healed fully. But he had made his choice and felt certain it was the right one. Over the next few days, Alex cared for Alira carefully. Her wounds began to heal quickly, surprising him with her resilience. During moments of wakefulness, she shared stories of her world and culture, fascinating Alex with details of a life he had never imagined. In turn, he shared bits of his life and experiences from Earth, creating a quiet friendship that grew stronger. Each day, as Alira's health improved, Alex worried about what would happen next. He knew eventually he'd have to decide how to handle the situation officially. But for now, he simply focused on Alira's recovery, appreciating the connection forming between them. He hoped deeply that whatever lay ahead, they could face it together.